Greetings, fellow traders. Bowen here. It's time for the daily market wrap for Friday, August the 7th, 2020. I hope everybody had a good trading day today and a great trading week. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. All right, let's check and see where we left off in the market here today. So SPX finished, well, we finished the week green, but monthly chart still working green right here. We filled the open gap from the Corona Cash. You guys, I mean, look how close we are at all-time highs. You may as well just say we're at all-time highs, right? I mean, I guess you gotta officially do it to say it's official, but I mean, that's an incredible reversal here. Bullish engulfing week with the RSI oversold, and they give a nice move up after that. We did leave an open gap below, so that's kind of like, we just talked about the importance of open gaps on weekly charts and how they're likely to get filled, right? This one right here, they got filled, right? Now we got this one below, so we got that to look forward to eventually. But other than that, we continue to drift our way up, right? So if we go to the SPY, we continue to move our way up, right? So we had a low volume day today. We did have an increased amount of volume today, which is nice, and they try to push it into the close a little bit. So they might be gearing up for it. We had about $1 billion on the MOC buy side at the end of the day, so that's good. And we saw some names, some sectors that got some movement today, so that was good too. But intraday, though, it was a little bit challenging to trade, but it often is like that on a Friday. However, with our signal zones, we were able to navigate the chop pretty well. I mean, to be able to trade in this, guys, I mean, this is some awesome stuff, right? So we were able to short a couple good areas right here. We got this right here for a nice move down. I talked about the buy the dip right here in the group today, and then several members on our live stream at the close. We got this this nice push up at the end. So using these levels really helps, right? And it's going to be very interesting to see how these play out in the next week, right? So we'll be looking at those fresh and bright and early Monday morning. Of course, we'll be talking here live Sunday night as well. Let's take a look at the MES too and just see if it got over those levels we pointed out earlier. So a little bit here, just not, we tagged these levels at the end of the day. Nothing any big right here. No real big candles, a lot of upper shadows, no major volume or anything like that. But it does look like a nice pennant here going into the after hours session and possibly into Sunday night there. So let's take a look at the Qs today. Again, big clues on the Qs, right? These flush before everything else, so that really helped to bring the mark down a bit, right? So you definitely had a nice little, pretty tight bear flag right here for a quick drop down, and that brought some of the names out there. We pointed out Apple in the group today as a short, and some other names. Tesla was pretty weak through that whole thing, so that was pretty interesting. But on the other side of things, the IWM was strong today, right? So the Russell was strong. What does that mean, right? Well, it means that, the market isn't really, going crazy here because the Russell was strong, right? The small caps were strong. That's pretty significant, right? And the reason that is a lot of the banks were strong today too, and a couple other names were interesting today, but those are some of the big ones out there. Let's take a look at Apple and see how it behaved today. So Apple was a short idea that we had today, right? We had a nice breakdown candle here through the 15 orb with increased volume, right? So that gave us a nice move down on that one. And then, of course, we have Tesla, right, which we were just talking about there, right? So Tesla had a nice bear flag right here for a move down as well. It really kind of moved well with the Qs on that one. Facebook, great shout out at the open again today. We caught this as a long here this morning, and then it ended up being actually a pretty decent short. Some members actually took it short too, and got a nice ride down off of that one. Another one was Roku, right? So Roku, these are levels we provide to our members on our go-to list, and so you don't have to stare at the daily chart and be like, oh, is there an open gap up there? Well, no, we put these levels up here so it's easy to tell where we're going, right? And so we had an open gap here on Roku, and it basically filled that gap, and it said, I'm done, I'm good for the day, right? Give a nice little vacuum move here through the open gap, right? We talked about that yesterday. Just kind of sucked it right up right there, and then it reversed off of that today. So big move down off of Roku today, and really kind of the star of the day, right? The ones that held the market up today were the banks. I mean, like just some big movement today. We pointed out the increased volume on JP Morgan today in the group, right? We're like, hey, what's going on with JP Morgan here today? Boom, look at that. So huge volume on that one, and then it just gave some nice follow through the upside of that, and then triangle and another pop at the close. So that was kind of the strong sector today in the banks today. So we'll see what kind of follow through we get going to next week, and of course we'll have a lot of fun in store for them too. So I hope you guys are able to join us this weekend in the newsletter. If you're not already a subscriber, definitely check it out. We do a full technical analysis of the SPX, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, and the Dow. And we also look at great technical setups, new ideas, good concepts, and other fun tidbits in there as well. So I hope you guys can join us there. In the meantime, I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk to you guys this weekend through Twitter, I'm sure. And stay healthy out there, and remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk to you guys.